We're finally back to game number 3 between Team Dignitas and Alliance. I'm Luminous, and I'm joined by Winter for the Beyond the Summit presentation of the replay. And this is game 3, the final deciding game of the best of 3 series. Team Dignitas will be opening up on the Radiant. It's a very, very similar draft to game number 1. They're going to open up with the Darkseer and most likely go for a very, very greedy draft and take advantage of basically the Radiant jungle. There's a lot of easy jungle patterns here, but Alliance, of course, came with a very, very kind of easy win in the last game, I want to say. They just play their lineup, perfectly and didn't make too many mistakes and just steamrolled. And we're going to see Magnus one more time.
The important thing was the first game and the second game was Keeper of the Light was banned in the first game. That's why Dignitas 5-man was so much stronger.
Yeah, you talked about the 5-man being weakened by the Illuminate, the Blinding Light, and whatnot. And I expect Magnus to be going mid against and being handled by S4. And then see if Team Dignitas is going to pick up a Templar Assassin counter. TA in both games was quite destructive. Yeah. We saw the power of different builds. In game 1, when Snake King was playing it, went for a stat-heavy build. Basically, was able to tank a lot, was able to dish out a lot of damage. And in the second game, S4 used the Blink Dagger, like you said, to actually pick on weak supports. Blink to the backline, pick out the Twin Head Dragon multiple times, picked out Fox Rubik multiple times as well. It's a different playstyle. But it seems like Templar Assassin is really the hero that's picking apart both these teams.
Yeah, and Lifestealer and Nyx Assassin is continually getting ignored by the teams.
Are you sad or happy when you see that? Because
they don't like the 6-second rage.
I mean, who does, right? Like we've seen that hero too many times. And the first time today, we're gonna see Magnus and Rubik on the same team. Of course, Rubik generally the quote-unquote the counter pickup. Basically to steal that RP, and Fog's been doing a decent job so far in terms of stealing that one. Won't have the chance to do so this game. And here's the thing though, Team Dignitas generally like to run that Enigma. Enigma against Rubik is definitely not a good matchup because he's standing there channeling that black hole, and Rubik could easily pick that one up. 5 seconds remaining.
Unless you get a Lincoln Sphere.
Yeah, what's the last time you saw a Lincoln Sphere on that Enigma?
I think it's still possible though. I've seen players that do BKB Linkers just to counteract the spell steal from Rubik.
That's a very expensive set of items, yeah, but it is possible. We'll see. But a quick Templar Assassin being picked up here, and most likely Snake King is going to be handling that one. And Nature's Prophet, that's most likely for Universe Dota. So, or maybe not. Maybe it's going to be for way too sexy.
I think Universe plays the Darkseer more.
Yeah. I mean, both these heroes could jungle, both these heroes could offlane. So it really depends. I guess Darkseer is definitely the stronger of the two in terms of offlane. Has a better chance of surviving.
I think by picking the Nature's Prophet Alliance, the first thing that comes to our mind, their mind should be the fact that the lanes of Dignitas will be weak because they have 2 heroes that has to settle with the offlane on the jungle. So probably they could look to punish it by having a strong aggressive tri-lane. Rubik, one more supporting stun, maybe a Lina, and a strong laning position 3 hero, maybe a Juggernaut.
Or it's going to be Chen, so abusing their own jungle a little bit, looking to get a little bit aggressive earlier on. I'm not too sure whether... Yeah. How do you feel about this pick?
It could mean a lot of things, like if you want to save lane, just farm in the lane, get a quick mag up before you stick and 5-man, because they have Magnus on their side. But if it's LGD, it's going to be like, you expect something like a smoke gang early on. Continuous smoke gang, or they could do something like I've seen them do before for Alliance. They park Rubik and Chen right behind the offlane hero. They just wait behind him until something happens. They smoke and they wait behind from the start. They park their 2 heroes behind him, and something happens, they pop out and turn the fight around and get the first blood.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be the case. Generally, when I see Alliance play Chen, Aki's Chen's a little bit more farming oriented. He wants to get that quick level 5. And grab 2 creeps basically, and then basically start playing, maybe even a level 6 for the Hand of God.
Yeah, he dictates the tempo for his team, not from the start, but by getting fast levels, fast mag up, and control the game later on as a team, as opposed to what LGD does, which is the early smoke gangs.
Yeah. So I guess for Team Dignitas, that generally works out fine, right? Because Team Dignitas is going for somewhat of a greedier build, and Alliance usually they don't punish them with their usual playstyle. So if your team
they might change,
and they have the option to change. That's the beauty of having a Chen, such a versatile early game support. So we'll see. Also, of course, it's important to point out both teams have a very easy time to sneak a free Roshan. Of course, Templar Assassin giving a Mel Strike, and the ability of Chen creeps giving a ton of aura, as well as tanking ability that whoever wins the big team fight in the mid lane And if there's the tier 1 towers being down, well, Roshan's going to be there. So of course, Alliance have the Roshan quote-unquote advantage being on the dire side. So look towards them taking that early game lead and punishing the enemy team by taking the free Rosh.
Yeah, definitely whoever wins the fight has a very good lineup, good set of heroes to take out the Roshan. So I like the Luna band.
Yeah, the same thing for game 1. Aoi grouped up Dota, was able to come in, not only provide a ton of aura, but
at the same time, Luna is also good on Alliance side if they want to play the group out Dota.
yeah, generally when Alliance plays group up Dota, they play with a lot of heavier HP hero. For example, they want the Lone Druid in front, it's banned out this game. Sometimes they pick up a Dragon Knight on the back line and have Loda get drums, tank up very early game and push down the towers.
I like the Dragon Knight idea combined with the Chen.
Yeah, of course you could just pick up something like a Gyrocopter. Of course it's banned out as well.
Or you could still pick up the Lifestealer.
Yes, you can. Why is it still in the pool? I don't know.
Did he secretly got nerfed?
10 seconds remaining.
No, I didn't get that memo. I didn't get that memo yet about secretly
5
nerfing.
seconds remaining.
Alliance waiting for thinking about the last ban. Is it gonna be a last ban again? Nothing just
Probably.
yet. I mean, you should, right? If you're not gonna pick it yourself.
Lifestealer is actually very good if you think about it, the counter Chen.
Walk in his creep, get free heal, come back, heal.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and what can Chen do about that?
He could try to send back and next level the Lifestealer. But they're gonna ban out Fog's Shadow Shaman, generally his go-to support.
Oh.
And there you go. Easy pickup.
Lifestealer.
Here's the thing though, Lifestealer's not exactly a too good kind of... He's nowhere near the power of Luna when it comes down to 5-man Dota, the way that Aoi played in game 1. So
yeah,
the playstyle has to adjust a little bit.
I think they can still do like split push because they have the Nature's Prophet and TA.
Yep.
They do have a very good 5-man hero, which is the Darkseer, but they can still transition Darkseer into more farming orientated, get a Hex, and go for split push ganking. And not to mention Lifestealer plus Nature's Prophet, you have a global taxi for the Lifestealer.
Well, there is a Phantom Assassin on the block, and okay, everybody always argue about...
I think they are the only team that plays this hero consistently.
How do they play it? I've never seen them play this.
They picked it a lot. They use, I think mostly with the Chen as well, because the Stifling Dagger is a good setup for the Chen creeps to come in close to the enemy team. And Phantom Assassin, his skill set is actually good against Lifestealer because Blur means miss attacks and less lifesteal for the Lifestealer, so his creeps will also kill the Lifestealer pretty quickly.
Here's the argument. Do Loda play him as a ganker? Does he play him as an early game?
I think his item build is an early game PA. He goes for phase boot jumps, Yasha.
Okay, makes complete sense. The way that they play, their early game play style, and of course, if you really need a Battle Fury, well, Magnus could provide it to you eventually with that power.
I think he could still go for the Battle Fury build this game if they want to take the game late because they have Magnus plus PA. Magnus plus PA is a very... Okay, Queen of Pain. So they could also go for late game. They have 2 semi-carries and a Magnus to control the fight late game against the Lifestealer. If they want to take it late game, they can do it.
Well, it's gonna be Emerald Bulldog on that off lane. Magnus once again.
They lost faith in the S4.
No, they didn't. No, I don't believe you, Winter. They did not lose faith. Winter says, or S4 says, I'm gonna control the mid lane with Queen of Pain instead. He could do it both ways. So he's gonna be playing the Queen of Pain. Loda's gonna be on the Phantom Assassin. Aki's gonna be playing the Chen as always, and last but not least, EGM on his support Rubik.
And we have way too sexy for Dignitas on the Nature's Prophet. Is this gonna be a jungling Nature's Prophet, I think? Universe on the offlane Darkseer. Snaking on the TA as usual. Then we have AUI 2000 on the Lifestealer and Fog Dota on the Jakiro this time.
Checking any big pooling going on. There is a slight of pooling here going on S4. Started with the No Palisman as well as a pair of
This
Tangos.
is what I talk about. Like, you just buy items and the Queen of Pain gets a null talisman at the start.
I mean, Queen of Pain doesn't even need pooling, and she just gets more...
Yeah, she doesn't need pooling at all to win the lane.
Yeah, she's ridiculous already in the lane. Why you gotta pull her a little bit more? Do we have a pair of Sentry Ward being pulled on the Queen of Pain as well? No, nothing just yet. You drop a Sentry Ward down, that Mel Strike becomes somewhat useless to dodge.
Sometimes I see TA players get melt at level 1 just because to deal with the
Shadow
poison.
Strike.
Yeah, from the Queen of Pain at level 1.
Yeah. Oh, nothing being dealt with just yet. Yeah, I'm looking at all these kind of lanes, extremely standard so far, nothing too out of the ordinary. Ammo Bulldog is going to be playing off lane once again, and let's see if he's going to have that kind of easier time. The fact that Dignitas...
I think it's important for Universe, right, for now, because there's a chance for him to run up the lane and get the level 2 as soon as possible.
Yeah, Chen can't
Like-
harass you right in the beginning.
Yeah, and like you mentioned for Bulldog, I don't know how is he gonna do it.
It's like you said, right? He could just straight up run into lane. Well, maybe not anymore because there's a double damage in the
Yeah,
fog.
there's a life stealer plus Jakiro lane is actually very strong, and skill is not gonna help too much at level 1.
Yeah, if you get open wounds, even if you zero out, they could just walk up to you and chase up, and that would be easy.
Yeah,
kill.
this is very important by AOI 2000. He was inspecting the creeps, whether the range creep is running in first, and because Bulldog actually disrupted the creep and he made the range creep walk first, but AUI 2000 was there ready to make sure that the range creep doesn't die first. That's
Right,
very
and-
good for him.
Basically, if the range creep does die first, then the Radiant Creep Equilibrium will push up towards the Dire Tower, which will give Ammo Bulldog a free level 2. And that's where Ammo Bulldog's going for. AUI disrupted, so very, very small but very key plays on that bot lane. Back in the mid here.
It was very important because without that, Bulldog would get a free level 2.
Yeah. He's still trying to stay nearby to get that level 2. Fog Dota's double damage is ran out, so can't be able to do too much. And back in the top lane here, look at Universe. He's going straight into lane.
This is what I said he has to do. If he doesn't get the early levels up, Chen comes over with a creep, there goes his honeymoon time.
Yeah. You call it honeymoon time? That first level 2? Yeah, once you get level 2 and Surge, you're pretty much set in terms of not really...
He
being
even
able to-
has a throw right now to stop the surge.
Well,
They have the perfect set of creeps to kill the Darkseer right now.
They have Troll and Lift. That will
I think
stop
he's
us.
dead.
Yeah, he's gonna basically wait for the
dead.
surge. Oh, nice body blocking right now. They could
Oh
lift
my
into the Troll surge. Yep, lift into a Troll into net. Yep, and of course, Surge trying to be casted. Not gonna be there. Stifling Dagger. It's
That's what
gonna
I
give
said
Oda.
about his honeymoon time getting over.
So the harsh reality of I don't know what is the I guess the wife is pregnant and now you have to deal with kids. Oh, S4's gonna get a courier kill on the mid lane. The courier not being able to fly in.
Was his bottle inside? Oh no.
He got the bottle on the way back. S4 blinked in. And one shot KO, that's 175, but more importantly, no bottle crow for the next 3 minutes for snaking. That's a huge blow. I gotta say the mid lane's completely won by S4 now, off that one move. Now S4
Unless snaking has a rune, which is not gonna happen.
Yep. Invis Ring gets picked up here by Queen of Pain. Unless somehow Queen of Pain dies. S4 is gonna have...
Top lane. Are they gonna go on him again?
Yeah, they lift toss him, waiting. Oh, maybe he'll make it out alive.
Maybe a bit
Surging
too
body.
early,
Yeah, that was a mistake here.
I think it was too early.
I think that was a key mistake by Aki. I think with the way they should have done it, Loda should have threw out the Stifling Dagger to apply the slow, and then you just keep right-clicking. Until he surge, you don't net. So, instead of that, they allowed him to surge, and he should have died there, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I agree. But at the start, he played what he had to do. He got the level 2, but I think he was a bit just too cocky because I felt that you should have calculated the time where, bottom lane they killed the Magnus.
Yeah, way too
But
sexy.
I think he should have been a bit more cautious when the timer reaches 1 minute 30 seconds, 1 minute or so, because Chen will be on his way with a creep and you should be very careful by then. But he was still up very far up in the lane and he paid for the first blood.
Yeah, he did, and he almost paid for the second blood as well. He's gonna get harassed by EGM. Chen's nowhere near, so he should be fine. He dropped the shield and backs off. And of course, Chen, after providing those couple ganks, is he gonna use that smoke and provide yet another gank? Generally, this is where Aki says, alright, I'm gonna farm my quick level 6, and then provide a little bit more later game support. But seems like so far he's okay. He's okay.
Yeah, and if you look at them of the Darkseer and the Magnus, it's very big difference. He has 9 creeps to 2 creeps to the Magnus.
Uh-oh, S4 is gonna go right on snaking on the mid lane. Shadow Strike providing the slow. No more mana here on Templar Assassin. He's not gonna have to die because Milk Strike just came back in terms of mana.
I thought he might die for that. I think he could have gotten a kill because he didn't have mana for refraction.
Yeah, and the Scream of Pain will go through invisibility, so I am personally a little bit surprised that he didn't make that dive either. But maybe he's thinking that, look, I already got the huge advantage by killing the enemy courier, I have the bottom crow, I don't need to make any kind of big risky move. He's gonna go back anyways, and I'm winning this lane already, so maybe
yeah,
that was the
but
mindset.
the reason I felt it was very safe because I don't think he would have in any form of danger because there was no mana on the TA.
Yeah, I agree with you, but That's not the action he went for. So let's see if the supports here on Alliance.
Top lane.
Yeah, they're basically camping here for a long time. They're not using that smoke just yet. Universe is playing so defense, but I think he's dead.
I think he's screwed.
Yeah. Oh, the lift is gonna be in range. The dagger is gonna apply the slow, and
Oh, no,
he was expecting the toss back, but do they even need the toss back? They don't. The Tessa Fave, the Fable, and the right clicks. A little bit of miscommunication from the line force. Generally, they're very on top of these kind of ganks.
Yeah, the first time was the troll net being used too early, prematurely, and this time was the telekinesis to the not being applied to the center.
Yeah, hopefully that won't affect. They eventually still get the kill. Hopefully it won't affect their late game play. Back in the bot lane here, Aoi leading the entire game in terms of farm. He's also got a kill, so he's sitting pretty. Got a phase speed, working on that drums.
Yeah, Queen of Pain is dominating her mid lane pretty significantly as well, because of the courier.
Yeah, finally the courier has to respawn, but nobody upgrading it just yet. S4 applying yet another Shadow Strike here on Snaking, which unfortunately did not get the dodge off. Oh my god, S4's got a regen move as well. This is almost impossible for Snaking at this point. The CS being led by 9, but more importantly the
he
levels.
needs a courier to ferry his bottle.
He's got the bottle on him. He needs to bottle Crow though.
Yeah, there's still no one making the flying courier.
Are the Radiant supports that poor? Well, they don't have a Radiant support, right?
The Jakiro has a TP scroll and 200 gold.
And he's got boots first, so he's gonna get it in about 10 seconds. So that's finally the courier.
Yeah, I'm sure the TA is screaming, "Where's the flying courier?"
Well, yeah, and then
guys, I'm dying at middle. I need the flying courier.
Fox says you shouldn't have killed it. What are you gonna say to that, right?
Yeah.
By the way, S4's got a haste screen, so suddenly things could get very dangerous, especially for the I don't know, maybe the top lane. But top lane's no longer there as he's already in the jungle.
This is a very crucial rune for Queen of Pain to have. He could potentially turn a tide on any small skirmish, and if you're Dignitas now, you know Queen of Pain has a haste rune. You have to be very careful wherever you pick a fight.
I don't think they're looking to pick a fight at all. They just run Rice all day, and that's exactly what Way Too Sexy is doing. That's what Universe is doing.
I think you think they're the greediest team in North America.
They are the greediest team. Like they run these kind of strat where 4.5 people are farming all the time. Like how does it even work? And again, you know, you talked about how Alliance could see this coming, they could punish them for it. But Alliance says we want to farm too, so maybe they're just taking advantage of enemies' greed.
Bulldog is coming to middle lane. I think he's gonna try and set up a gank.
They're already harassing on Snaking. Nice dodge here on the Shadow Strike. Are they gonna make the go? That's the question. There's a trap on the high ground as well. That's gonna slow down a little bit. With the haste rune and Bulldog coming in, they should be able to get the kill very easily.
But the Darkseer is nearby to search him if anything happens.
That is the case. We used to have a rotation coming in from Aki as well, and
he has the perfect creep as well to.
Unfortunately,
to set up.
they're standing right on the trap, but it looks like Queen of Pain has gone down to the jungle, and Way Too Sexy is gonna go down. That's yet another kill going for Alliance. Alliance getting this small advantage. Looks like they're gonna run right into two heroes. Haste rune though will mean he's absolutely safe. Meanwhile though, they're gonna focus on Admiral Bulldog. Admiral Bulldog taking out a ton of damage. I heard Sonic Wave being used. Admiral Bulldog's gonna go down to a nice invest. S4 goes back to the mid lane after killing Darkseer. So 2-1 trade.
She killed Darkseer with the Sonic Wave.
Okay, good thing. Yeah, I mean, still, it's a huge Alliance lead. Bulldog dying there, not exactly really that big of a deal.
You would take that trade any day.
Yeah, you would. Especially the fact that he's not on the... Oh, are they gonna get a kill on Snaky? Shroud's gonna use. The slow being used as well. EGM not gonna get that lift off. And where has Chen been this whole time? Chen getting level 5, he's working towards level 6. PA's gonna be jungling up, he's got the phase, and he's gonna be going Helm of Dominator, so... I always get a little bit confused.
Do you like the choice of Helm of Dominator?
You have a Chen, right? That's really your free Helm of Dominator. I don't know. I don't know if I like
He wants to give Aki more creeps to Michael.
I think he's using that creep to stack pull. So
yeah, I think he's gonna go for the better free build, it seems. Not the base.
Back in the mid lane though, Snaking in big trouble. He's surrounded by everybody. Oh, Fog though, the TP's in as well. The Shadow Strike's gonna be on top. EGM's not gonna die. Dead. Fog is gonna be dead as well, man. This greedy lineup now being brutally picked upon. Chen, whenever he shows up, he gets killed from his team, and it's so easy for Queen of Pain to snowball against this team either, because if you're in trouble, who's gonna come in and help you? Nobody.
One more thing as well. If you look at Dignitas lineup, how are they gonna kill the Queen of Pain apart from the Ice Path?
Yeah, there is just no reliable stun unless they get a quick Orchid or a Scythe of Ice on the on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, they need items to cover up the weakness of their lineup.
And so far, they're not finding the room to find those items. Meanwhile, Chen is already picking his level 6. He has basically a mech fully completed, just about 900 gold to go. And suddenly, when you have Hand of God and mech protecting that co-op, I don't think she's ever going to die this game unless she completely overextend this game.
She can basically build an orchid without worrying too much of dying. And
Yep, and that's exactly what
Life Stealer, TA. Actually, I would say all 5 of the heroes are very vulnerable to an early orchid.
Yeah. And so far, S4 dominating the mid lane as he usually does. Alliance AGM looking for his own level 6. Once he does the level 6, suddenly imagine he's stealing an Ice Path. That's absolutely huge. Ice Path, speaking of which, maybe drop on the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the best spell he can steal, I feel, from Dignitas.
Long range, no cast animation, great mana. It's just really, really effective. Speaking of long
No, they're gonna
range,
mid lane.
well, Trap's gonna be used right now.
That's the global infest. Actually.
EGM's low, EGM's dead, so nice teleport back. Teleport to the back line here with Infest and able to pick that one. As for the look at how aggressive he's playing. He's gonna blink back, and here comes a very reminiscent move of game 1. Dignitas Aoi.
I say, how are they gonna kill the Queen of Pain?
The thing is, they don't care about killing Queen of Pain, right? They drive her off, work on the tower. I don't know about that. Here comes the Chen creeps. They get pretty much blown apart. S4 is gonna blink back out. Loda comes in as well. Loda's half HP. Aoi's half HP as well. The trap's gonna be used. Loda's gonna be dead. Look at the dive being done by Snake King. Snake King Dota, guys. But no, he gets lifted up. Sonic Wave's gonna come down. Shockwave's gonna get the kill. That's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Meanwhile, the Universe Dota working on Aki. Aki's gonna go down as well. Has he used his Hand of God? Yes, he has. Meanwhile, Universe is low. I heard open wounds being used. EGM's low. EGM steals a rage. She's trying to rage it out of there, and I think Aoi's faster. Aoi's gonna pick up yet another kill. S4 on the chase. He's gonna find Fog. Fog, another Shadow Strike is gonna be the death of him. There's a Shadow Strike. Does he have that TP? Well, he won't have time to use it as Admiral Bulldog cancels it. That fight was so important from both S4 and Admiral Bulldog.
I think all in all, Dignitas got the upper hand because they took down the tower, the tier 1 tower, and they took out the enemy carry hero.
Was it that big of a win though? Because S4's got basically the second Oblivion Staff in that fight.
It was a 3-for-3, I think.
Is Bulldog's dagger coming in? No. Bulldog's got Arcane finish. Even though they lost the tier 1 tower, and
it's gonna be a 15-16 minute orchid.
Yeah, I agree. I think losing Loda was actually fine there. Maybe sounding like a crazy thing, and losing tier 1 definitely hurt because S4 is getting bigger and bigger, and they don't have an answer to that. And Magnus getting big, but they definitely don't have an answer for that.
Dignitas is greedy. They have multiple carries, and if your carry is dying, and all their 4.5 farm heroes are farming, that's not good for you.
Fair point. Fair point. And Aoi, I'm not sure whether he died there as well. So
no, he didn't. He got even 2 kills.
Oh man. Well, actually a huge win then. I take back completely what I said. Good point out here. Meanwhile, on top lane here, Universe putting a little bit of pressure. He's got on his Arcane, he's got a bottle as well. And imagine he's going to be working towards his mech next.
Actually, I think the PA hasn't caught any creeps for the Chen. He hasn't used his Helm of Dominator to do any creeps, to catch any creeps.
I saw the Furbog earlier. I'm not sure whether it died or it's somewhere else still roaming on the map. But right now
it was Chen's creep.
Oh, was it? No, I saw 3 of Chen's creeps basically in the fight.
Never mind.
Oh, S4 though. Is he gonna actually die here? Milk Strike is gonna try to blink away, but here comes AI. He cannot get away those free kills.
The global transportation for the life stealer.
That's a good way to deal with it. EGM stole himself a Wrath of Nature. He and his entire team trying to run out. It's actually so hard to actually dive against all 3 of these big Furbog Centaur.
Oh, that's a very big spell to steal. Other than Ice Path. Yeah, other than Ice Path.
Oh, he might be using it right now. There's a buyback from Queen of Pain. They lift up Snake King. This is a very important kill, but the Ice Path's gonna hit on everybody. EGM is trying to on the run, and Snake King though, he can't run. As just surrounded by 4. S4 is on the chase himself. It's gonna blink right in. Yes, he will. He sees Fog Dota. Ice Path is gonna get turned around. Nice dodge here by S4. One more Scream's gonna do the job. A couple more right clicks. Yes. Great buyback here from S4 and gets 2 key kills under the tower. That kill on Snake King was so important because he was basically going to have drums finish if not. But the cool thing about this drums build is even if you die, you're not going to be that far off because it's such a low cost item.
Yeah, I have to agree that it's really a very cheap and effective item. It gives you the stats, the survivability, attack speed, basically everything that TA needs right now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed by Loda's play right now. Well, he does have there's 4 creeps, so he is just giving straight up Aki another
Yeah,
thing to
like what I
micro.
said, he's just gonna catch a creep, give it to Aki. What? That's one more creep for you, bro.
Man, does he really need a 4th one? Really? I guess why not, right?
Maybe he's gonna get his own Helm of Dominator later.
And just get 5 creeps. Yeah, maybe that would be pretty cool. Aoi, he's gonna have his armlet finished very, very soon. And like you said, everybody on Dignitas is picking up these kind of key items. None of them are actually like big ticket items.
The 4.5 farming team.
Exactly, but none of them are big items, but together as a team, they just outrice you. Speaking of outrice, Radiant leading by a measly 500 gold. This game definitely is going back and forth, the gold chart reflecting
Yeah,
this though.
they are leading by 500 even though they are down on kills.
Down kills, how are they doing in terms of towers? They're
Ahead by 1.
ahead by a tower, and perhaps that's why they're leading by a little bit. And here we go, I talked about this Roshan early on
Look
during
at
the
the
draft.
Centaurs. Look at the Centaurs.
Guys, 4 Centaur going in, and EGM still Maelstrike. Oh my god, this is gonna make the Roshan so much easier.
Yeah, Maelstrike was a very crucial steal. He stole it before the TA dove him at top.
Yeah, and he somehow survived that team fight, and they're doing it through the cloak of darkness. Oh, Snake King doesn't have the trap. The difference is last time when S4 realized that the Roshan was a big target, he had the trap in the motion pit, and basically gave him that foresight. But this game didn't have it there, so Aki and his team able to...
1608 Roshan.
Alright, 1608. Thank you, Winter. Oh, that's not 16.
Invisibility.
Alright, got that under control. EGM steals a Iron Shell. Iron Shell plus Chen creeps, guys. That is pretty legit, simply, especially when there's a Templar Assassin on the other team.
1989.
What is that about? Is that his birth year? I'm pretty sure that's his birth year. Just guessing. Alright, let's quickly check out how we're doing in terms of key items. Mega's picked up on Chen. As far as Acceptor, or not Acceptor, Orchid, a little bit slow down here. He has a ton of gold.
because of the buyback.
Yeah, he did get a kill out of that. The lack of tower is somewhat hurting them, but this big stack, whoever picks it up, I imagine most of it is gonna go to Loda. It's gonna be a ton of gold.
How can you not give it to Loda? Oh, he's actually going back to a Yasha now. That's quite surprising the way he built his items.
Yeah, it's surprising to me. You think he's gonna go for the SMY? He doesn't, or you think he's gonna go Manta style?
I think he's just gonna keep the Yasha and go for other items and maybe probably complete his Manta later on.
Yeah, Manta eventually I think is a key item.
Yeah, it's good against the lifestealer.
Yeah, debuffs open wound. It looks like we do have way too sexy using that initiation once again. We saw a lot of
Bottom
it.
lane.
Yeah.
They're gonna. I don't think they can defend this tower.
So they're trading. They're gonna go up top here and blow up that tier 2.
Here comes the global taxi for the lifestealer.
He's not popping out just yet, still really utilizing it. Oh no, he does pop it out. But here's a key item pickup, Blink Dagger and Bulldog. I think they want to fight this. If Bulldog can get a 3 or 4 man RP and Scream of Pain and Sonic Wave gets dumped on top.
I think they don't have enough time though. Oh, maybe
the
they
trap
want.
in front is not gonna allow. Yeah, the surprise factor is not gonna be there. So they traded tier 1 for tier 2, which is definitely a big loss here for Alliance.
I think it's good for Dignitas because Alliance has Aegis. They don't want to fight against that.
And Queen of Pain has that one, and he's gonna have his Orchid in the next team fight as well. So
Yeah, it's severely slowed down. It's still fairly early, but he could have gotten it 2 minutes ago.
yeah, he had a really early game. Remember when he killed a courier, when he was basically owning snaking on the mid lane. So yeah, I feel like S4's, if he didn't have that buyback, or if the buyback was a little bit more fortuitous, would have been able to pick off a lot more heroes. Here's the thing: do you actually start making a big push or a big fight if you're Alliance? You have to Orchid, you have to Blink Dagger, you have to.
I think you want to make use of your Orchid and your Aegis.
So you go now, right? Do you go for a big smoke gank or a tier 1 push?
Even S4 stacking the Ancients for Lola. I think you should go for a smoke gang or just face rush and take a tier 1 tower at the middle lane right now.
This Centaur army is just so freaking impressive. Look at this. 3 Centaur, a Troll. They're going at it, destroying a little bit of traps as they go. And here comes a slow tier 1 push. Slow tier 1 push.
They need the aura from the wolf.
Well, that won't be bad to have. Yeah, I agree. And I think right now they're waiting for the taxi. Yep. Way too sexy. Getting ready to TP
He's gonna
behind.
TP behind and get the Magnus maybe.
Yeah, tier 1 tower is gone though.
Yeah,
They do
he's
TP
gonna
behind
TP
and they're gonna
behind.
go for Bulldog. Bulldog getting focused, so he's gonna try to skewer him. Where's the RP? RP? Is it gonna be used? Yes, it is. there's a huge clusterfuck in the middle. Sonic Wave's gonna hit on top of everybody, and these Centaur are doing so much DPS. Loda's gonna come in at the end of the team fight. Everybody is dead. LeBron James, well, he dead too. That's a complete team
Do
wipe.
not underestimate the Centaurs. Do
3
not
Centaur, guys.
underestimate the Centaurs. He RP'd 3 heroes, and the Centaurs just
Stomp. Yeah. And tier 2 tower now under siege as well. I think they get tier 2 and perhaps even tier 3. Meg is going to be coming out of cooldown in about 15 seconds. And that's when everybody's back on live on Dignitas. Even if they don't get tier 3,
DGM stole Wall of Replica. It's gonna be so useful for them in the next fight.
Arcane Boots is coming off cooldown here for Alliance as well. They will pop one right now. And I don't know. How do you even defend this Rax? There's really no good ultimates left here for the Radiant side. Trap is going to be used to slow people down. Loda's going to Blink Strike out now, I imagine. Blink Loda. Alright, there's a Blink. And they're going to keep on chasing. They're going to try to kill these Centaurs, but...
They're gonna get the Centaurs only, I think.
Well, Loda's going to get sent back. Can you burst him down? Loda out of there. He is going to be fine. The Centaur, maybe she even should sacrifice those Centaurs and make sure your hero's going to sit. Yeah, he's going to send one back. Mantis Styles now.
Oh.
S4's back out alive. He still has his Aegis. When is Aegis running out? What is it, 1609? 1608?
1608, so it's gonna run out 2208.
Yeah, one more minute. One more really full minute. And I think you can make this push one more time. In about 20 seconds, Magnus's RP is back up.
I think you will be a lot happier if there's a timer for it, like on the spectator mode.
There will be, I think that's one of the features we're working on beyond the summit. Whenever somebody picks up the Aegis, there's going to be a little bit of countdown timer somewhere on the screen to say, hey, Aegis is going to be up for 4 more minutes or whatever. And do a countdown, and so the viewers at home, as well as the caster, will be able to see.
S4 runs into 2 heroes.
S4 runs into 2 heroes.
But he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's going to TP out. He has a double damage.
Oh,
Oh! He's going to be fine, right? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
going to
he
be
is.
fine. Are they really going to chase it? Ernest on top? What?
One hit. Just one hit.
Oh, TP from tree. No, actually, Prophet's dead. Never mind. Man, if Prophet had buyback there, maybe S4 is gonna come back in. What plays?
Giving up his Aegis because it's going to run soon.
Yeah, he just suicides.
Yeah.
So they definitely wrote down the timer on that one. And I think without the Aegis, maybe they're not going to push as aggressively. They're going to look for a little bit more pickoff, and then wait for 4 minutes for the next Roshan. Because again, the map control is really on their side given now. Loda with the Mantis out finish, maybe going for a big ticket damage item, MKB, or maybe even just straight up BKB. Just anything that allows them to stay on the front line. And
I think even going for something like a Basher would be very good as well against the Lifestealer.
Yeah, I mean, any item that he picks up right now are just effective because he's so far ahead. His crits are already very, very impressive, especially with thanks to the Empower. And
I don't think he's gonna need a BKB this game as well.
well, I guess the only thing that he really needs to watch out for is Ice Path and maybe a Vacuum. Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe later he needs it if they have setup wise, but for now, since the Hopper is going for Orchid and he has a Manta style, he doesn't have to worry about it.
Debuff it out very, very easily. Yeah, Alliance playing a little bit passively, and again, the thing I'm really stoked about is this 4-Chen army because wait, I just said 4-Chen, guys.
Oh, he has a Frost armor equip right now, and oh my god,
Frost
so
armor is probably one of the least
it's
underappreciated.
8 armor, no kidding, man. That's so strong.
Yeah, that's like a plate mail almost for free for an entire team. It is actually insane. Oh, looks like we have a TP on the mid lane here. Oh no, the Infest Spawn miss on he's gonna get TP out and sent back. He's gonna make it out alive. What a play.
Oh my god. If you're the lifestealer, you just go ... there.
I think he overestimated the AoE of Infest. If he hit the Infest, I think he was dead there. A little bit unfortunate.
I think no. I don't think he'll still die. He because the channel is sent him back. I don't think he'll die.
Yeah, there was a mech being used as well. If he really needed to survive, he could have used Hand of God as well. So
it was just very good play by them. Like the Rubik TP'd and the chance still send him back regardless. Like just want to make sure he doesn't die.
5,000 gold lead here for the Dire. Let's quickly check out net worth here.
S4 has a full BKB up.
And 1,000 gold in the bank. The BKB is going to allow him to stay in the middle of the fight. And really, what the hell is Radiant Team going to do about it? Like, sure, they could right-click on her?
Maybe just sprout him.
Yeah, but, I mean, he just blink out, right? In fact, if you sprout her, she says thanks, and she still right-clicks on you, so maybe not.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do to kill her right now.
And that's the thing, like, if you spend like 3-4 seconds focusing on her, you wasted all your damage, because she's gonna blink out.
You have to use the Mail Strike and the Life Stealer constantly right clicking the Queen of Pain to be even able to take her HP to half.
Yeah, and I just don't think that is a good use of their spells and the limited damage. Especially dealing with the mech and a Hand of God from Chen is so hard to actually kill S4. I don't think it's possible anymore. The fact that she has 1400 HP.
They need a set of wise. I don't really like the choice where the Furion went for the Orchid. I don't think it's the best option.
Normally, I think Orchid is okay. It's just that it's so late. This is a 25-minute Orchid.
It's just way too late.
Yeah.
I don't think. And they're running a 4.5 farming team, so I thought that the side of Vice would be the better option. More reliable in the late game. Hex wins games in the late game, not Orchid.
Alliance smoked up here behind the Queen of Pain. I think they smoked right across this particular observer ward. So the Radiant should know. But even if they know the enemy team smoked up, I'm not too sure what...
They can't take a fight, to be frank.
Yeah, they really can. Snaking does have his BKB, but the thing is, BKB is going to be a lot less impressive against this Dire team because those 4 creeps, they will just stick the creeps on you and you just gotta run. Like, these creeps themselves, they do a ton of damage.
Yeah, not to mention they take away his reflection charges so quickly.
It looks like they're going to be
and
waiting.
Roche.
It's going to be back.
2606.
Alright, you ready to get down the Roche timer, guys? And Loda being provided of the power base and 2 crits on Roche. No way for them to challenge another Ogre Frost Mage being picked up.
Oh, top lane, S-Force keeping it top.
Yeah, they're trying to pressure a little bit. It's a smart move. You really can't contest a Roshan, so you might as well try to do some tier 3 damage while you can. But eventually, Alliance is going to become knocking to your door in front of your tier 3. And at that time, what items is Dignitas picking up?
2628 Roche.
2628. Yeah, quickly checking out on the item selection here. I think Jakiro is going to be trying to finish his Gold Scepter with this gold. There's really nothing pick up on Lifestealer is going to be going out for MKB, I imagine.
Yeah, because
the blur.
Because of the blur.
Yeah. And then Darkseer is going to be going for Shiva's Guard. It just, this level item just doesn't compare to Alliance. I feel like Alliance is basically one item ahead on mostly every one of their hero, and it's so hard to win an actual team fight. But if you look at the gold difference is not even that big. Aki and team only leading by about 5,000 gold, and here's where it really gets hard.
Because of the greedy farming lineup they farm a lot. Oh, here comes the taxi, global taxi.
Global Taxi's gonna get themselves a gem or wallet. Oh, Emerald Wallet brings in, but where's the RP? There was no RP used. They get Aki. The gem is
free
empty.
gem.
Free gem? Yes. Aoi's gonna pick it up. Meanwhile on the back line though, S4 is fighting. S4 doesn't pop his BKB just yet. Fog is gonna die. S4 is really low. He does have a regen. If he gets that regen up, it's gonna be bad. S4 is gonna get slowed down. He pops the BKB, goes out, and he regens away. We do see the big skewer back in, but they don't pop the RP. Oh, Snaking trying to melt dodge that Stifling Dagger, but I don't think you can. Open wounds being used. He pops his own BKB. Just RP, man. RP? No RP. Wall being dropped. Vacuum as well. Are they going to turn it around? That's a big question right now. Loda's going to fight this way.
He has the Satanic. Loda has the Satanic.
Oh my god. EGM's going to get focused. That's going to be 4-shot. AAI is going to be running there as well. I got to say, this is a very impressive fight. Finally, RP being baited out. That's only a one-man RP. Does Aoi have the buyback? Yes, he does. I think he does. Will he use it right now, though? Universe is low. He's going to die to the Orchid. I think he's bottling away. But the Stifling Dagger is actually going to finish him off. Aoi, no buyback just yet. Fog though, the TP in to rescue his ally. S4 is low, but S4 is going to blink out. I think the burst damage is so much. Tower focusing on S4. Is he going to die? He's going to bottle through. He's going to be able to survive as well. Oh my god, a huge crit here. Triple kill here on Loda. He's going to be going for quad ass. Nice Orchid. Oh. Guys. LeBron James. Nice.
Oh my god.
Pentakill, guys. Riot. This hero, this champion too OP. Nerf please. Satanic OP. I'm lost for words. Did we just see a Phantom Assassin get a Penta in a professional Dota game?
I'm afraid we did.
Alright, new build, guys. Helm into 4-man Chen creep, into Manta, into Satanic.
That's actually quite interesting the way he built his items. I never thought he would have built it this way, in this order, especially.
Yeah, it's just so effective. The way, like, the when generally when
the way it played out was far more effective than how I thought it would.
right, generally when a queen, what's her name? PA? When a PA blinks in against you, you just turn around, focus her, stun her, and kill her. But she's actually very innately tanky thanks to the armor as well as the raw HP from Satanic. And if she ever gets low, she could always find a target to actually steal all her health back. And because of the crits...
sold his quelling rate to get something. What do you think he's gonna get? TS4K.
Think about this. MKB? BKB? Basher.
I don't think he's going BKB. He's going way here.
I think you go Abyss though. I don't know if you want to throw this. Alliance gets a kill on Jakiro, gets her gem back, which is nice.
He has Aegis. You have all the reason in the world to get a Divine Rapier.
Well, I'm not sure whether we'll find out because Alliance is coming for a big push, and Alliance is about to win the game right now, I think, with this big push. RP is back up.
Empower plus Divine Rapier is 2k critical strike.
This is something I felt like you've done in the past. You speak from experience when you say that BKB gets popped out. Look at the huge crit right now. And he is so low. Snake King is going to get chased back to the fountain. And this Rax fully exposed right now. Nobody protecting it. RP is going to be used only on Aoi. And if Aoi dies, there's no burst. Yep, the damage is gone. The wall gets dropped. And the mech is going to get used as well. But nobody cares. They're going to focus on the Rax. They're going to really easily. Loda gets a little bit orchided. But he just fights. He life steals. Look at the confused amount of healing BKB is going to get used on S4. Fog Dota is going to be dead after a couple hits. No, looks like Loda is going to be going on. Oh, the way too 60, 1446. It's the Loda game, guys. Loda's painting the entire base red with Dignitas' blood splatter all over the ground. 4 dead, Rax stands, but a GG is gonna get called out. Pentakill into possibly a Divine, but again, like we said, you're not even gonna find out whether it's Divine or not because the game is over.
No chance for the Divine to show
Divine in
itself.
power.
You know, he needs a Divine plus the Chen to catch, to persuade an Alpha Wolf. Then he can have, I think, 2.5 feet.
This is everything. Well, actually, Empower is off of your base damage, right? So,
Yeah, depends on your base damage.
yeah, so it doesn't matter how much plus damage you get on top, so.
You need... What else does he need?
Loda's got, like...
I guess more rapiers.
He's actually tanking the fountain with his life steal as well as his satanic and makes out alive. Beyond got like triple pill in the enemy fountain. Well played. Well played.
I'm going to be doing a bit of tinkering on PA.
With gratitude.
If you think about PA, a lot of pubs think her as a late game carry, but her skill set, like you talk about, synergize so well in terms of trialing.
I don't really think he's all about late game because
Exactly.
like you're gonna say his skill is just so good at the early stage of the game.
The ability to blink on next to your enemy and the long
I think
initiation.
he's one of the strongest carry in the lane which are able to help the support zone out the off-lane hero.
Completely agree. Stifling Dagger, low mana, low cooldown, spammable, and if the enemy's long lane ever gets caught, they're dead. It's like 40% slow. This is huge. Are we gonna see more fountain diving?
50% slow actually.
Oh my god. 50% slow? As we see another pentakill in the enemy fountain. Alright Loda, you had your fun. You got your kills. And that's gonna conclude it for replay today beyond the summit presentation. He is Winter, I am Luminous. We are tired of seeing pentakills. No, we're never tired of seeing pentakills, but we are tired, period. And I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast so far. It's been a long day. We are back tomorrow. It's gonna be the lower bracket featuring, I do believe, Kai P, Navi. There is, I want to say, Fnatic, and today's Team Dignitas. So yeah, it's gonna be some still very, very good teams. The loser of tomorrow is gonna get completely knocked out. So of course, I'm sure there's gonna be great casting tomorrow there as well. But that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast so far. Winter, any last final words before you head to bed? I know you're pretty tired as well.
Yeah, it's 5 AM. I just want to say thanks for having me here tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for letting me cast with you. really fun casting with you. It's fun games. I'm glad we had our pleasure of sharing story time as well. Maybe we'll be casting more. We're definitely going to cast more for the Eastern qualifiers as well as for the rest of the replay. So if you're a fan of Winter, he will be back. Hope you guys again enjoy the broadcast, and we will be back tomorrow.